Donna and Nancy, Sheila, Lisa, Catherine, Robin, Howard, Carol, Nancy, Sandy, Marilyn, and Nancy, and Bob, who's just connecting right now. My name is Maribel, and this class is brought to you by the Cancer Wellness Center. So for today's class, I have a couple of towels, actually 3, and I'm going to show you how to roll the third one. And those towels are for those of you who have recent surgeries and are unable to lie down on the floor with, with cactus arms. Sometimes putting towels underneath the shoulders and the elbows will help you feel better that way. So that's just an option. If you have a yoga block, that will be helpful. But if you don't, that's what the third towel will be for. We'll be doing just a little bit of a core work this morning, and always feel free to back off if you feel that your body's not ready for that. Know that this is your practice, and so be kind to yourself. Okay, so with that, I'm going to get started. All right, so let's set up everything so that it's within easy reach when we get to that part of our practice. The towels are just going to be folded up the way you would fold them up. So they're just stacked one on top of the other. And I'm going to use this as a headrest when we come to our laying on the side position. Like I said, if you have recent surgery on the chest and lying down with arms out to the side, it's just too much. Try using towels underneath your elbows and shoulders when we get to that, and see if that helps at all, okay? And then the third towel, so if you have a block, you don't have to set up your third towel. Just use your block. Now, if you don't have a block, then that's what the third towel is for. So basically, you're going to fold the towel first to half size. So from its longest length, just fold it once, and then fold it again. So it's quarter size. And then fold it one more time. So it's this long strip. And then once you have that, roll it up until you have this tight roll. So what I'm looking for really is the thickness of the roll, which will sub for the thickness of the block, okay? And then once you have all that, just put it off to the side where it's within easy reach for you. When we get there, we're gonna use them, okay? We're gonna start lying down on the back. So if you need a pillow, you can use your towels, you can use your pillow, okay, when you come down onto your back. So let's take a few moments here to set up and then lie down on your back when you are ready. All right, your knees can be bent, they can be straight. If you're unable to get up and down the floor, lie down on your bed. And then just let's take a few moments here. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Otherwise, take your gaze down towards your chest or towards the wall in front of you. Any way you can soften your eyes. And as you're here, let's just take this time to arrive. Let your body and your mind settle into this one place on your mat this morning. Feel your heels, your buttocks, your hands, your arms, your torso, your shoulders, and the back of your head, making contact with the earth. The earth provides that sensation of being on the earth that provides us with a sense of being here, with a sense of grounding. So touch in with that. And then scan yourself from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes, and notice places within you that are feeling like they need your attention, maybe tension there or tightness, and breathe into those spaces. And then scan yourself again from head to toes and notice places within you that are feeling okay, that are feeling good, that are not feeling tight. And in the same manner, breathe into those spaces, breathing in and breathing out. And then scan yourself again from the inside out and see what your body needs today, what your mind needs today, what your heart needs today. And when you are ready, just take your palms together and let the thumbs touch the sternum. And the thumbs feeling the rise and fall of the chest, perhaps the beating of the heart. Sense and go ahead and set an intention for your practice. What is it within you that needs meeting today? And how can you meet that within you? Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, mindfully lower your hands down by your side. Open your eyes if you haven't already. And then plant your feet down on the mat. So your knees are bent, pointing up towards the ceiling. So we call this next set of movements pelvic rocks or pelvic tilt. So you bring your attention to your hips. And then you're going to rock your hips forward so that your tailbone presses against the surface underneath you. And your low back starts to arch. Now, arch only to the extent that's available. You don't need to go beyond what's available. In fact, don't. And then on the exhale, you're going to drop your back down towards the surface underneath you. So you're going to flatten that. Okay, so that's the movement. Inhale and arch. And again, only to the extent that's available. And then exhale as you flatten. Now, if you're new to yoga or new to this class, you know that, or, for everyone, in fact, you know that over time, things get more easier. This is an easy movement, so make it as pleasurable. When we're learning something new, the sympathetic nervous system kicks in. It's just part of our process. But over time, and the more you repeat this movement and become really familiar with it, then it becomes second nature, and then your mind can relax, your nervous system can relax. Do one more here. Inhale and arch. And exhale and flatten. So go ahead and straighten your legs. And you have a couple of options here. So like I said, for those who have recent chest surgeries, you can take your arms off like goalposts, deep bend in the elbows, or you can take your towels underneath your elbows like so. And you can just stay here. For everyone else, you'll take an inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and walk your feet off to the right side of your mat. You'll walk your body and your head off to the right side as well. So you're forming this C shape with your whole body. Now, if it's available, you can straighten your left elbow and then your right elbow as well. You can take the left wrist into your right hand and take the side bending stretch. We call this half moon, a lying down half moon. And here, just focus on the breathing. Maybe sensing the left side of your body, noticing the rib cage expand on the inhale, and then relax on the exhale. But now let all that go. Walk your feet back to center. Take your arms down by your side. Goalpost arms and pause and breathe. And then we'll switch sides. So walk your hands over to the, your legs over to the left. And then again, your arms can stay where they are, or you can walk your torso off to the left side. Maybe your arms will reach overhead. Maybe the elbow will straighten. And then you can also readjust your blankets, your towels, so that they're supporting your arms, supporting you in this pose. You can rock your hips here side to side just to accommodate the back, to make sure the back is not feeling strained. And then once again, feel the breath on the side of your body. Perhaps visualizing, if you can't feel it, just visualize the way the rib cage will start to expand on the inhale and then drop back on the exhale. Please walk your feet back to center, walk your arms back to center. We're back to that goalposts. And then from there, lower your arms down by your side. We're moving now to our hands. Okay, so take an inhale and make fists with your hands. And then as you exhale, release. 4 more times, exhale, make fists. I'm sorry, inhale, make fists. And then exhale, release. Move with the breath. Familiarize yourself with coordinating your actions with your breathing, your movement with your breathing. Do one more here. Good, and then just make circles with your wrists. Circle in the other direction. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to do a backstroke with our arms. So if there is any constriction in the shoulders or the chest again, you're going to reposition your towels so that you can feel comfortable in this pose, okay? The range of motion is dependent on what's going on within you, so go with what's available. All right, so you're going to lift your right arm up and then take it as far down as it will go without pain, and then sweep the arm off to the side. Lift the right arm up, take it off to the side. One more time here, lift, and off to the side, and then down by your side. Okay, now we'll switch sides. So go ahead and lift the left arm, take it down. So again, your elbow can be bent. Maybe your range of motion is right here. All is good. Okay, and then take it down by your side. Now we're going to do both arms at the same time. So when you're ready, lift, take it down and sweep it down. Good, and then just one last time, lift and take it down. Elbows can be bent and down by your side. Now lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Bend your elbows, take your hands to opposite shoulders. Please take an inhale. And then as you exhale, take your arms over to the right, look towards the left. Come through center, inhale. Exhale, take your elbows to the left, look towards the right. Inhale, bring your head and arms back to center. And then exhale, take your arms as far overhead as they will go without pain. And then inhale, come back to center. Let's repeat that whole sequence 2 more times. Inhale, center. Exhale, elbows to the right, look to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left, look to the right. Inhale, back to center. It's important to exhale, relax yourself as you bring your arms overhead. Release your jaw, release the tension in the face. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, elbows to the right, look to the left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, elbows to the left, look towards the right. Inhale, come back to center one last time. Relax your face, take your arms overhead. Good, and then come back to center. Lower your arms down by your side. Pause, breathe. Okay, let me just make sure we're not missing anything here. Perfect, so this is where we're going to use either the block or the rolled up towel, which mine has now unrolled. Go ahead and re-roll yours if it is unrolled. So what we're gonna do is put either the block or the towel between the knees like so. So this is a little bit of a core work. All right, let's practice this. So feet are on the mat to start with. You'll take an inhale. And as you exhale, allow your abdomen to move towards the back of your body and squeeze the towel or the block between your thighs. And then inhale, relax the tension there. Allow your back to come to its neutral position. Exhale again, squeeze the towel between the thighs, drop your belly down, and then relax. One more, just like that, exhale. And inhale. So you can stay right there. If you're feeling that you have a little more energy today or that you're feeling strong today, you can bring your legs up so that your shins are parallel to the floor, or maybe they're even lower if that's what's available. And we'll do that whole thing 3 more times. So take an inhale, and then as you exhale, squeeze gently the towel or the block between your thighs. Allow your belly to drop, and then relax. Inhale. 2 more times on your own. Feel this in your own body, fast as you can. One last. Lower your feet down if you have them lifted. Take your towel or block, put that off to the side. Allow your knees to kind of go off to the side just for a moment. Good. Now bring your knees together. Go ahead and roll over to your left side. Now you can use your towels. I'm going to use my towels underneath my head to make sure that my neck's not gonna get, tense. So you'll stack your towels in a way that feels best for your shoulder and your neck. You're gonna lie down on your left side and bring your knees in front of you like so, okay? Please take an inhale and keep your feet together. Lift your right knee up any amount. And just take a moment to feel your hip and then relax it. Release that completely. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. One last time, lift. Feel. The important thing here is to bring your mind's eye to the part of you that's working, and then release that completely. Let it completely relax. Pause. Okay, so we call those clamshells, and this time we're gonna do flippers. So this time the knees are together. You're gonna flex that right foot And when you're ready, inhale and lift the leg up, the bottom leg up, and then relax. 2 more times. Inhale, lift, feel, and relax. Exhale. One last time, please. Inhale, lift, and relax. Pause and breathe. One more set. Go ahead and straighten your right leg, bringing the foot directly behind the hip if you can. And then as you're ready, take an inhale, flex the foot and lift the leg up. And exhale to completely relax that. Let your body melt. We'll do 2 more. So inhale, engage and lift and feel. And let that whole thing go. Let your body melt. One last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let it go. Good. So please roll off to your back. Bring your right knee in towards, I'm gonna take my pillows off my head because that doesn't feel comfortable on my neck when I'm on my back. So go ahead and draw your right knee in towards your chest. And we'll take a moment here to make circles with that right hip. And circle it out in the other direction. Good. Knee to the chest, flex the foot, plant the ankle outside the right thigh. And then you can stay right here. Hopefully that will release the right hip, which you just worked, or draw your left knee in towards your chest. Pause and breathe. Now release the left foot down, uncross your ankle, and we're gonna switch sides. So I'm just gonna flip to the other side of my mat so I end up facing you, but you're just gonna roll off to your right side, all right? Ups with me, my elbows with me. Okay, so lying down on your right side. On the front of your head, and your feet underneath here. From here, we're gonna take an inhale and keep the feet together. Just lift the left knee up and out. And then relax that, exhale. 2 more times, please feel the part of your body that's working. Relax your face. One more, inhale. Relax. Keep your knees together. And this time on the inhale, you lift your left foot up, flex the foot, and release.
Maribel, your voice is muffled the way you are right now.
Thank you, Howard. How is this? Is this better? Yes, no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Okay, inhale, lift 2 more times. Exhale, release. One last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Good. Now, straighten your left knee, bringing the foot behind the hip. Take an inhale and lift, pointing the toes in front of you, and then exhale to completely relax. You can bend the knee here to really let your whole body relax. Okay, and then 2 more times. Lift, feel, and then release the muscles you've just engaged and melt. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now roll over onto your back. Hug your left knee in towards the chest. Make circles here with your hip. And circle in the other direction. Plant your ankle outside your right thigh. Feel free to stay here or draw your right knee in towards your chest. Good. Lower your foot down, uncross your ankle. Breathe here. All right, so go ahead and roll over to one side and mindfully roll over to your belly. Okay, we are going to move into plank pose, and you have a few options here. So first of all, from here, go ahead and make your way to hands and knees. Okay, so this could be where you are today, and so just stay here. So this is already working your shoulders and your core, in fact, when you are right here. If you need a little more, you're going to come to your forearms and walk your knees back. So now you're in plank pose, okay? Draw your navel slightly in. And then from there, we're going to release that. Stack your forearms in front and lower your forehead down. We'll do two more of those, okay, of the plank pose. So you decide how you'll do your plank pose, whether you're just going to be on table, hands and knees, or you're going to come to your forearms and your knees. So go ahead and make your way back to table, forearms down, walk your knees back, press your forearms down, draw your navel in, and continue to lengthen your spine so that the crown of the head moves forward, the tailbone moves back, and then release that. Lower your hips down, stack your palms in front of you, lower your head down, and then breathe. We'll do one more just like that. Feel free to stay here if you feel that that was enough. Okay, so for those of you who are feeling strong today, come to your forearms, knees down. If you feel that it's appropriate for you to lift your knees up, that's always an option. And then release that completely, but this time, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're gonna move those hips back towards the heels, as far back as they will go without pain for an extended child's pose. Walk your hands as far forward as they will go. They can be as wide as your mat or even wider. Bring the tops of your fingertips down, lift your wrists up like you have tennis balls underneath your hands. Good. And then from there, bring your hands forward and come to hands and knees. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, bring your left hand towards your heels. We're going to call this swimmer's vinyasa. And then on the inhale, lift that arm up and plant it down. Exhale, move the hand towards the heel. And then lift that up on the inhale. We'll do one more on this side. So it's a swimming, it's a front crawl, swimming motion. And then come back to center. Okay, switching sides. Right hand now, inhale, sweep back, and then lifting on the exhale. Sweeping back, inhale, lifting on the exhale. Your range of motion might be smaller, and that's okay. Just go with that and come back to center. Once again, we're going to bring those hips as far back as they will go. Take your hands as far forward as they will go. You can bring them wide and breathe here. Good. When you are ready, plant your hands down. We're going to step one foot forward and follow that up with the other foot. Walk your hands up your legs until you come all the way up to standing. Okay, so look at your feet and just take a moment to wiggle the toes. And then plank your feet down, spread the toes best as you can. Take your arms down by your side. We'll take an inhale and take your arms up as far up as they will go without pain. And then as you exhale, go ahead and side bend to your right. Elbow can be bent. Inhale, come through center. And exhale over to the left. We'll do 2 more each side. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, come through center. And exhale, side bend. Good. One last time, but this time we'll hold our side bend. Inhale. And then exhale as you side bend off to your right. Feel free to stay here with the right hand down. Your elbow can be bent here. Or you can take your right hand onto your left wrist and then use the core here to side bend. So this is half moon. We were here before, just laying down on our mat. Come back through center and we'll switch sides. So lower your left hand down first, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, side bend to your right. Good. You can stay right here or take your take your right wrist into your left hand for this variation of standing half moon. And just as before, we're focusing on the side that's expanding and breathing there. And back to center, inhale. And then exhale, take your hands back to your. Lower your hands down and come to the top end of your mat. So if your balance is a little off today or it's a lot off, then use your chair. We're going to do what's called a half sun salutation, and I'll show you a couple of variations for it. All right. I have the back of the chair facing me. That's usually the more gentle variation. Okay. So with your feet about hips width apart, bring your hands to your heart. Take an inhale here and lift your arms as far up as they will go. And then as you exhale, place your hands down on your support. They can be on your thighs. They can be on your mat too, if that's available. And hinge from the hips, move those hips back. And now we call this a forward fold. As you inhale, you're going to lengthen your spine, press the crown forward while your sits bones move back. We call this a half fold. And then on the exhale again, we come back to that forward fold. Note that my knees are deeply bent so that my low back doesn't talk to me. When you're ready, keeping your knees soft, inhale, come all the way up to standing. Take your arms as far up as they will go without pain. And then exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Let's do that again. Take an inhale, lift your arms up. And then as you exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, back to the heart. We'll do that whole sequence again, but we have a different variation for some of the poses. Feel free to keep using your chair if that's better for your body. All right, take your hands to the heart. And then inhale, lift your arms up, upward facing salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, go ahead and take your arms out like goalposts. And then exhale, bring your arms in front. Inhale, come up to standing, upward facing salute. And exhale, bring your hands back to the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, upward hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms like goalposts. Press your shoulders back, elbows back. Exhale, arms in front. Inhale, upward facing salute. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. Lower your hands down by your side. Roll your shoulders around. Good, and roll them in the other direction. Now come back to center and step your right foot back behind you. Bend your left knee, positioning the knee over the ankle. Okay. You can keep your hands on your chair if that's more stable for you, or take them to your hips. We'll take an inhale, bend the knee, and then exhale, straighten the knee. Just like that. Inhale, bend the knee, and exhale and straighten. Good. Now we'll add the arms. Inhale, bend the knee and take your arms out like goalposts. Press your shoulders back. Imagine that you're really expanding that space between your collarbones. And then as you exhale and straighten the knee, bring your palms and elbows in towards each other. And then inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten the front knee, palms together. Inhale, bend. One last time. Bend the left knee. Take your arms out like goalposts. Pause here for a moment. Lift your heart up best as you can. Good. Now from here, you have a couple of options. You can take your hands to opposite elbows like you did when you were on your back, or you can give yourself a hug. Look at which elbow is on top right now so that you can switch sides later, okay? Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and lift your elbows up. And then as you exhale, take your elbows towards the chest. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Exhale to the chest. One more time. Inhale, lift the elbows up. And exhale to the chest. Inhale, take your arms out like goalposts. Press your shoulders back. Feel the upper back here. You're strengthening that upper back. Bring your hands to your hips. Bring your elbows as far back as they will go without pain. All right, from here, you're going to lean forward, hinging from that left hip crease. Lean forward as far forward as you will go without pain, and where you can still be stable. Pause and breathe. Place your hands on your support and shift your weight over to your left leg. You're going to lift the back heel up. Now the front knee now is straight. Feel free to stay here. You're working that left hip already. If you're feeling strong today, feel free to hinge a little more and then lift the back leg up. There are many variations to this. You can lift one arm up. You can lift both arms up for airplane pose. Lower the hand down and lower the foot next to your left. So you're now back to standing. Let's take an inhale, upward facing salute. And then as you exhale, take your hands back to your heart. Acknowledge the way your heart is beating underneath those thumbs. All right, when you're ready, the left foot will step back. And the heel is down for this one. Again, your hands can be on the chair or hands to the hips if you're feeling more stable. Look at your front foot. See that the toes are pointed forward. Take an inhale and bend the front knee. So we're doing this first two rounds with just the legs because I want you to look at where you situate the front knee, okay? It's always behind or over the ankle, okay? All right, and then see if you can also point the knee towards the middle of the foot so that it's not coming in this way or not going out this way. So really you need to firm up the front foot, okay? Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, engage the quads, the front of your thighs, and that will straighten the front knee. Do that again, inhale and bend, and exhale, straighten. We'll add the arms if you're able to keep the hands. I mean, if you don't need that support, so go ahead and inhale and bend your elbows, bend your knee. And then exhale, bring the palms and the elbows in as you straighten the front knee. More times, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, we stay here, bending the front knee, broaden your collarbones, lift the heart up. Okay, now from here, you're either gonna give yourself a hug or you're gonna take your hands to your elbows. Now look at which elbow is now on top. So if your right elbow was on top earlier, now put the left elbow on top, okay? So take an inhale. And then when you're ready, lift the elbows up. And then as you exhale, take your elbows down and follow the elbow with your gaze, the elbows with your gaze. One more. One last. Come back to center. Unwind your arms, take them to the hips, and then take them out like goal pose. And then one more time, we're gonna take the upper back strengthening pose, goal pose arms, shoulders move back. Can you feel the space between your shoulder blades? See if you can get in touch with that. Okay, then hands to the hips, straighten the front knee for a moment. And then we're going to take the hands to the support and then lift the back heel up. Feel free to stay right there or hinge from the hip. Maybe lifting the leg up. Maybe lifting one arm up or both arms up for airplane. Soften your jaw wherever you are. Soften your gaze. Lift the corners of your mouth. Good. Lower the hand down, lower the foot down. Let's take an inhale. Lift the arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, take your hands back to you. Good. Now we're going to put this off to the side. Please face the long end of your mat and bring your feet wide. Turn your right leg all the way out and bend that knee. And once again, you'll position the knee over the ankle. From here, we're going to take the arms out like goal pose. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your left hand towards your right hand. Inhale through center. And exhale, switch sides. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left to right. Inhale to center. And exhale, right to left. Beautiful. One last time. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left to right. Inhale through center. Exhale, right to left. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Straighten your arms any amount, palms facing forward for this variation. Good. Now cartwheel your hands so you can plant that right hand down. Your left arm can be bent or you can straighten it any amount. Side angle pose. Good. One more breath. When you're ready, make your way back to center. Float the arms down. Straighten the right knee. Turn your toes forward. We're going to switch sides. So go ahead and turn your left leg out so that the toes point to the long end of the mat and bend the knee. Good. Bring your arms out like goalposts. Shoulders press back. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and bring your right hand to your left hand. Inhale through center. Left hand to right hand. It's a little more challenging. Inhale back to center. Good. 2 more times each side. Just move with the breath. Finish this one that you're on and come back to center. Straighten your elbows, any amount. Good. Inhale here. Now cartwheel your hands so that you place your left hand on your thigh. Your right arm can straighten or remain bent. Breathe inside eagle pose. Good. When you are ready, inhale, come back up. This is warrior 2. Good. Float your hands down, straighten your left knee, turn your toes forward, and let's walk everything back in. Good. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, take your hands back to your. We're going to come on to our belly. If you are uncomfortable there, lie down on your back and wait for us there. Okay, so go ahead and make your way down to your belly. Let me just off to the side. Okay. So once you're there, lower your arms alongside your body. And we'll do a little more strengthening for the upper back. So the palms are facing up, the thumbs are pointing towards your thighs. Please take an inhale and lift your arms and shoulders up towards the ceiling. Press the tops of your feet down. And then lift your chest and your head up, half locust pose. And then as you exhale, release all that and turn your head to one side. Bring your head back to center. We'll do that again. Lift your arms and shoulders up. Lift your chest and head up. And then exhale, turn your head to one side as you release your arms and shoulders down. One more time, bring your head back to center. Lift your arms up. Inhale, lift the chest and head up. And then finally, we're just going to take the hands in front, lower the forehead down, and then feel that space between your eyebrows. And it's resting on the back of one of your hands. Go ahead and just roll your head side to side, as if you're massaging the space between your eyebrows. Good. Now, find stillness, crocodile pose, and we breathe here. Breathe like you're breathing into the back of your body. And from here, please roll on to your back. And straighten your left knee and draw your right knee in towards your chest. Take an inhale here. Bring your right arm off to the side. Try to keep your shoulder down. And then the arm doesn't have to be the same height as the shoulder. It can be way down here, okay? See what your body will allow you to do today. And then on the next exhalation, take your knee as far to the left as it will go without pain. Keep the shoulder on the mat and breathe here. Good. When you're ready, bring the knee back to center. Hug the knee in towards the chest. You can support your leg with your hands. Go ahead and straighten that right knee any amount. Rebend that knee, plant the foot down, slide the heel away from the hip. Allow the foot to flop out to the side, relaxing your hip flexors here. All right, we'll switch sides. So left knee comes to the chest. Bring your left arm off to the side. Keep both shoulders down. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your knee as far to the right as it will go without pain. Pause and breathe. Bring your knee back to center. Hold your thigh. And then press the foot up towards the ceiling. Pause and breathe. Okay, rebend the knee. Keep it there, but hug the other knee in. So your both knees are coming towards the chest. Now you can stay right here. If you're feeling strong today, you can lift the legs up any amount and just stay here for about 3 full cycles of breath. Legs up pose. You can gaze towards your chest. Good. When you're ready, rebend your knees. Plant the feet down on the mat. Slide the heels away. Let the feet flap out to the side. Lift your chin up any amount, freeing up the front of the throat. And then release that. Go ahead and roll your head side to side, releasing any tension in the neck. Now come back to center and prepare for your rest pose. So if you are one of those people who need a blanket over their body or a support underneath your knees, you can use your towels here. You can also put a support underneath your head. So what I'm trying to get you to do is to make your mat as comfortable as you can. Then place your hands down by your side. And then we'll pause here. But now imagine that your torso is this container. And then when you breathe in, you're going to fill the container from the bottom going up. And when you breathe out, you're going to empty the container from the top to the bottom. So that as you breathe in, you're filling the torso with your breath from the bottom going up. And as you breathe out, you're emptying the torso with your breath from the top to the bottom. Inhale, belly will relax and rise, followed by the rib cage expanding, ending with the chest lifting. And then on the exhale, the chest falls, the rib cage contracts, the belly presses down. Repeat that 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. Continue with that visualization and the feeling of the breath moving up and down your body. Now go ahead and allow your breath to come to its natural rhythm. Let go of all techniques you use during class and simply lie down, alert but relaxed. Taking this time to settle Releasing any lingering tension. Bring your full attention to the natural rhythm of your breath. As the breath flows in, allow yourself to receive this life energy. Let yourself be touched by the sensations of the in-breath. And as you exhale, notice the sensations of letting go. Releasing the breath into the space around you. And as you breathe in, you're taking in the vastness of space within. And as you breathe out, you're letting go of parts of yourself into the vastness of space. Continue here, receiving and letting go. When you feel ready, start to bring yourself back to this space, and once again, feel the ground that's holding you, that has always supported you. Feel the contact of your body on the earth, heels, abs, buttocks, hands, back of the arms, back of the torso and shoulders, back of the head. And then feel the vastness of the space around you. And from there, making that connection with both stability and freedom. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Circle out your wrists and ankles. And circle in the other direction. Take an in-breath here as you take your arms in an elongation stretch, maybe up overhead or off to the side. And then as you exhale, bring your arms down by your side. Let your feet down and roll to the side that's most comfortable for you. And mindfully press yourselves up to a comfortable seat. Place your palms together, thumbs to the sternum. Bow in. Up to the quiet, to the calm you might have found within you today. With a deep knowing that it's always there, just waiting for you to touch base with it. Thank you so much for sharing that here in this community. Namaste, everyone. And have a good weekend.
Thank you so much. That was terrific.
Thank you.
Bye, Maribel.
Bye-bye. Thank
Maribel.
you.